Untitled Chef video series. Today we're going to make a traditional favorite, pork with sauerkraut. Now this is a German dish, the latter tradition. I'm Czech and German, so this is something that I eat all the time. One of the things that I like to do is buy a pork shoulder or a pork roast that is a lot bigger than one setting, and what I do is I basically cut it in two pieces and prepare it in two different ways. So the first dish is going to be made with sauerkraut. With our pork shoulder roast, we're going to cut up about 1.5 pounds worth of 1-inch cubes. So we're going to start on one side. Now if you pick the right side to cut, you won't get the bone. So with that one, I'm going to reserve this for our other dish that we will cook. And I'm simply going to what we want to do is get a sturdy pan, and we're going to brown these things, and then we are going to cover it. So you want to make sure that the pan that we start with, you actually have a cover for. Alright, so now we have all of our meat here. We're going to put it on the stove and brown it. Alright, we're going to add about 4 tablespoons of oil to our diced up pork, and we're going to brown it on all sides. Alright, we've browned our pork. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to dust it with about a tablespoon of paprika, just to coat everything. Stir that up a little bit. Then we are going to add our sauerkraut to this dish. And I typically use the stuff out of a can or out of a glass jar. You can get it in a bag, or you can make it from scratch like my grandmother used to. So we're going to use about 14 ounces of sauerkraut to this mix, which is going to be about half of this container. We're going to stir it well. Going to turn the heat down to a gentle heat, maybe like low to medium. And we are going to put some red chilies in the bottom of the pan for taste. Now, if you're not very brave, take the seeds out. We can snap the top and get rid of the seeds, and just stick them in the bottom of the dish. And what we're going to do is add approximately 6 tablespoons of either a pork stock or chicken stock if you have it. And always add a type of stock instead of water for most recipes. It gives you a much better flavor. We're going to cover the dish, and we're going to cook it for about 1.5 hours. We'll be ready to put the final ingredients in a short period. After it's cooked for about 1.5 hours, our last final thing to do is to add about 2 tablespoons of sour cream and 1 big scoop of mustard, kind of a coarse mustard. We're going to mix that all together. Serve it when we put it on the plate. We're going to add a little bit of paprika and a little bit of sage on the top. And we're about ready to serve it. Turn it down. And if you can find your pepper, you don't want to eat those. Take those out. There's our other one. And we're about ready to serve it. We'll be back in 1 second showing you what the final plate looks like. And here's our final dish. Serves well with bread.